Welcome back to another episode of Warren Cali. In this episode, I'm going to detail a story where a woman was killed by the police. Sinoun Pream was a 37-year-old woman who was a resident of Long Beach, and she was a mother, but she was also said to be very mental ill. Police responded to calls of a woman, later identified as Pream, armed with a knife and confronting people in a shopping center on the morning of January 15, 2017. Upon arriving at the location, the officers observed the 37-year-old Cambodian woman pushing a shopping cart and waving a knife. The officers believed Pream to possibly be a transient and suffering from mental illness. They ordered her to drop the weapon, a fruit carving knife less than 4 inches long. According to trial testimony, she refused to do so and began moving away from the officers. Pream was a very small woman, even with a knife in her hand. Many believe she gave no threat, or her only being around 100 pounds. The officers said they gave her numerous opportunities to cooperate and even deployed a taser to stop her from advancing towards other potential victims. However, when she intentionally turned and came at officers with the same knife she had just used to attempt to attack other people, in their words, the officers had to react, and this was a clear case of self-defense. Less than a minute later, the officers fired at her a total of 8 rounds, hitting her 7 times. Officer Mullenkamp fired 7 times, striking Pream 6 times, and Officer Domingo firing once, striking her once. The officers would say that they shot Sinoun Pream because they feared that she was going to attempt to stab them with the knife. Sinoun Pream's family would sue the city along with her 4 kids. Her family fought hard for her, and her family will be awarded $9 million, the largest settlement in Long Beach history.
Pream, a mentally ill 37-year-old woman, shot and killed by Long Beach police in 2017. To Jocelyn Lee, it was her mother.
There's nothing that can ever replace my mom. Nothing can replace the moments and memories that we could have shared with her.
A jury has awarded her family $9.8 million in what her family's attorneys say is the largest award in Long Beach history involving an officer-involved shooting. Police responded to calls of a woman later identified as Pream, armed with a knife, confronting other people the morning of January 15, 2017.
They tried to apprehend Ms. Pream, but what they did instead is they ended up taking her life when they should have tried to help her.
Pream's attorneys say at 5'2", no more than 100 pounds, she posed no threat to officers Bradley Mullenkamp and Eliza Domingo, insisting the officers should have done more to de-escalate the situation. The Long Beach Police Officers Association says it's extremely disappointed with the verdict. They say the officers gave her numerous opportunities to cooperate and even deployed a taser to stop from advancing towards other potential victims. However, when she intentionally turned and came at the officers with the same knife she had just used to attack other people, the officers had to react. This was a clear case of self-defense. We reached out to the city and Long Beach police. So far, we have not received comment.
Nothing can replace the love that a mother has for their daughter.
Pream's family says the jury award can't bring her back, but it provides some closure.
The Long Beach Police Department still claimed they did no wrong, and the union that represents the Long Beach police officers criticized the verdict. The Long Beach Police Department union rep will state, "The jury is essentially telling police officers they do not have a right to defend themselves against people who are armed and incredibly dangerous." Long Beach Police Officers Association President Jen Foster said in a statement, "Officers are put in a horrible position of being blamed for either a lack of response or over-response. Police would never take responsibility of what they did to her." This will conclude this episode. If you haven't already, make sure you check out my previous episodes. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.